Hello everyone, welcome to Opportunity Attacks. This is episode 31 of our D&D actual play of Keep on the Borderlands. If this is your first time tuning in, you may want to start in episode 1 for context. The link is in the description below. Please like and subscribe so you will know when our next episode will be uploaded. If you've made it this far, I salute your dedication. I think it's time for a real quick update to freshen you up on the story. The heroes went to Olka to help their old mentor Bernard, who was having goblin problems. They tracked the goblins down to an abandoned building in the middle of the woods, which they were headquartered out of. After killing all the goblins, they found a note on the goblin leader. The note was instructing them to disrupt trade with Olka and the Keep on the Borderlands. After reporting their success to Bernard, they then went back to the Keep to tell someone about this note. They spoke with Talbot, the captain of the Keep on the Borderlands, who informed them they were also having similar problems with the road connecting the Keep and the towns of Kvothe and Aquitani. These two towns were in dire need of food due to this trade deficit. Talbot hired the heroes to escort a caravan to both Aquitani and Kvothe. The heroes made it to Aquitani and delivered their goods. Making their way back to the Keep, they stopped at the town of Kvothe and met a priest of Ogma named Livy. In his library, they found the remains of a Volo's guide. Inside of it was a map of the local area. They then went back to the Keep and celebrated the Festival of Green Grass. Not sure of where to go next, the heroes consulted their newfound map, on which they noticed a strange location deep in the woods, labeled as the Caves of Chaos. They then left to investigate this mysterious location. When they got there, they found a huge canyon with a waterfall and stream running down the middle. The walls of the canyon are dotted with caves, and the area appears to be teeming with goblinoids. They entered the closest cave and killed an entire tribe of goblins and an ogre. The neighboring tribe of hobgoblins came down and investigated the carnage, while the heroes hid. The heroes were able to piece together that there is some sort of truce between the goblinoid tribes. They then retreated from the caves to report what they have found. First to Livy and Kvothe, then to Talbot, the captain of the Keep. Talbot also mentioned that somebody named Pascal from Silvery Moon is coming to meet the heroes in about a week. They then went back to the Caves of Chaos and killed an entire tribe of kobolds. They then infiltrated the hobgoblins' lair, killing the entire tribe and saving a few human captives. They left the Caves of Chaos and were met by a messenger who told them that Aquitania was burned to the ground by a little fire people. They then went to Aquitania and found a superstitious Uthgard tribe at the base of the mountain. They then assisted Francisco in killing the fire people in the mine and a fire snake, who appeared to be summoned. Then the heroes went back to the Keep. The Red Wizards came back from the Great Worm Cave and set up a Thayan enclave outside the Keep. The heroes then went to Olka to help Bernard locate their stolen woodworking equipment. They crafted a plan to catch the axe thieves. The axes magically flew away into a strange glade, and down a hole in a large tree, where they entered a strange new realm. They followed the axes to a fairy village, where the fairies claimed that they were trying to protect their village from Olka's logging. They came to an agreement to stop stealing the axes. Then the heroes saved the fairies from a giant toad. The heroes left the Feywild and learned that 15 days had passed, even though they were only gone for a few hours. They went back to the Keep, where Conrad the Red Wizard asked for a meeting with the heroes. He said there's a mysterious, powerful magical item in the area, and he will make them rich if they bring it to him. They then went to Kvothe and met with Pascal the Harper, who also offered to pay them handsomely if they bring the magic item to him. The heroes then went back to the Caves of Chaos, where they entered one of the orc caves, killing the entire tribe. Then they went to the neighboring cave and killed another orc tribe. The heroes then went back to Kvothe, where they discovered the town was attacked by lizard folk. They then went to investigate a strange location in the bog via boat with Alden, the leader of the town of Lullaby. The heroes found a small mesa in the middle of the bog. On top of it was an ancient ruined keep, like the Keep on the Borderlands. They discovered a tunnel system under the keep in the mesa. Inside of a sealed room, there were a handful of ancient letters, which were written right after the fall of the ancient Nethril Empire, 1,830 years ago. The letters were from the Keep on the Borderlands and told the chaotic environment after Karsus' folly. It mentioned that they found a Mythaler, and were planning on moving it to the Caves of Chaos. The heroes now think they know the magic item that they're looking for. They then proceeded to kill the entire lizardman colony. They then went back to Kvothe, right after the town was attacked by bugbears and gnolls. They followed their tracks to another abandoned keep in the Lurkwood, and then back to the Caves of Chaos, where they killed an entire tribe of bugbears and saved 7 human captives. Then they fled the Caves of Chaos and made their way back to Kvothe, where they found out the keep had been poisoned. They returned to the Caves of Chaos and discovered a giant guarding the path to the Knoll Cave. They then decided to investigate the secret passage in the Bugbear's Cave. It led to the neighboring Minotaur's Cave, which turned out to be a labyrinth with strange traps and puzzles. They killed the Minotaur. The heroes capture and interrogate a Knoll who tells them that the Mythaller is in the highest cave in the Caves of Chaos. Alright, so we just slaughtered the Knoll band. We took a short rest, I'm guessing, and you guys healed up?
Yeah.
Okay.
If we all have time, I can leave a psionic sensor here so I can monitor the situation. Give me 10 minutes,
Actually,
I can do it.
A good point.
Actually,
A good time to put like a psionic sensor here so we could look over the valley.
I was gonna say, yeah, you could just hide it in the rocks or something, and then
I'll
Well,
pick up a rock somewhere or something, and I'll concentrate it on for 10 minutes.
Okay, excellent.
I'll take it and place it outside.
Okay. Now, as
Stealth
far as
check and everything.
being able to see over here,
I actually wanted to check out the waterfall. That's what I was about to do.
it's actually kind of difficult, like up here, it's actually kind of difficult to see over there. If you wanted a full view of the canyon here, and that would actually allow you to see pretty much everything over there.
I'm not that worried about it over there, personally.
I leave it to
there?
Tipperton's discretion.
Yeah.
That's where the shit is.
tie it to an arrow and launch it across the valley.
Yeah,
You just
but-
see in a
The
360
problem with that
around
is
it.
if he gets in a wrong spot,
Yeah.
I couldn't see shit.
Placing it, and there would be just a die roll of chance, doesn't matter if you hit or not. It's just the die roll of it falling into a crevice or
Well,
something.
we're heading this way to the Cobalt Cave anyway, so we can put it here.
Well,
and
if we-
walk past it.
If we don't want to go outside, we can go through the cave, through the secret entrance, and come out in the bushes over there.
Come out there.
Yep. Of course, we also need to double check, because the gnolls came from that direction, whether or not there's any stragglers left in that caves as well.
Agreed.
Oh, let's go.
All
As well.
Okay. So we'll hold on to the rock for now, since we don't want to put it out there. But if you're wanting to go out there and check out the waterfall, I'll give you cover from the cave entrance.
I do indeed.
All right, so, oh, you're actually going to go out? Okay, excellent.
Out of curiosity, does that amulet require attunement?
No, that one would not, no.
Okay. And
So I'm wearing it, right?
yeah, you have it, so
Yeah.
make a note that you have that amulet, and then change up your stats.
It's a pretty minor magic item, but
Hey man, that's useful. +1.
yeah, everybody, it's universally useful.
Just the saves.
All
Yeah.
saves, yeah. There we are. So where are we going?
We're
And go
gonna
ahead and give
through
me
the-
a stealth check, just to...
We're gonna go through the secret entrance, right?
I'm going out front first to check out the waterfall and see what I can, because we haven't been this far.
Oh, well, I guess that doesn't matter for me.
You can do that probably during my 10 minutes. Maybe? Are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
23.
23. So you peek out your head, and you do see that there is an area that goes be underneath the waterfall.
I'm gonna go over there.
So back there is it's a very small, made out of that concrete stuff, and it is basically not sitting on a pedestal. It's a stylized sheet of wheat on a it's just a stylized sheath of wheat. So those shock of wheat, like a shocker, bundled together wheat, and that's all it is.
It's actual wheat, or
No, it's made out of
looks
the
like-
concrete. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I can I see this?
No. So that and it's loud as hell. There's a
Yeah.
waterfall going on one side, and you're getting soaking wet. Just kind of. You're getting spray on you and all this by just standing out there. Yeah.
Just do a further investigation of there. Nothing. Never mind.
Okay. No, you kind of poke around. Nothing really in that area.
All right, I'll go back.
All right. You go on back in.
Said, hey kid, take a look at this, and then I'll think about the wheat thing.
Think about it.
It's you see a picture of it.
Do I get any check from it, or?
Pretty much everything in this cavern is a religious of some sort. So there's some sort of religious thing of some sort. So go ahead and give me a religion check.
That's a 22, I do believe. Let
Okay.
me double check. No, that's a higher, 23.
23. You're guessing that it could potentially be and this is really going off the fact that if this were just in the middle of anywhere, you probably wouldn't know at all. But having to do with Nethri's gods is what you're probably assuming a lot of this stuff is. A sheath of wheat on a green background is the neutral god, goddess, I guess, an old lady goddess, old woman with gray hair. Her name is Janeth. Yeah, the grain goddess, the forest mother, basically the goddess of the sea, the air, the land, fertility goddess.
Would I know her to be benevolent?
Oh yeah, no. Every goddess or god you've seen is essentially a good god. I mean, not necessarily a bad god. I mean, there's even the one, the Taiki. It's kind of a neutral god. The shrine you just came from. So,
more of what I mean is, where was this exactly?
right behind the waterfall. So it'd have been right there.
Was it on a wall?
No, it was actually in the center of the area there. And you definitely recognize that as her symbol, the sheath of wheat.
Would I know her to be shelter to those who follow her? Maybe a person that would give shelter?
Do gods actually play favor in this game?
Yeah, very
In
much
this
so.
version?
Yes, they
Yeah,
do.
Yeah, very much so.
You should see Mistra.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And of course, these are ancient gods, and whether they've changed into newer gods, some you know, some you don't. This one you're not exactly sure, but I mean, basically just a fertility goddess, very similar to Chantia in the current Faerun pantheon, which you would definitely know. So,
I kind of want to see this area for myself, if you don't mind.
It wasn't hard to get there.
go ahead and give me a stealth roll.
Natural 20.
15.
Okay. Yeah, you slip on over there. Keeping my roll from last time. And yeah, you go on back there.
I'm going to investigate it.
Okay.
Should have been a halfling. That's a 6.
I guess I'll re-investigate.
Okay.
Or no, that's a 7.
Ooh, 18.
18. What did you get last time? No, it wasn't.
I didn't do one. You just kind of told me about it, and then I went back.
Oh, okay. So you did get above a 15. Around the edge so it has a pedestal all the way around, kind of a little step up, and it's divoted in a little bit. It's not really. It's like a little trough all the way around, and it actually has water in it. But
Oh, it does have water in it?
Yeah.
I was going to put water in it if
Yeah.
it wasn't.
spray.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
I'd say, hey man, look at this. It's divoted right here.
You might guess. I mean, as far as because you live in a polytheistic society and you offer things to gods all the time, and it's just a common thing. That could be a potential place where you'd put offerings to the goddess.
And she's a... what kind of goddess again?
Fertility goddess, but a goddess of civilized, plant growth, basically. Be it plant like wheat. Be it a goddess of trees that you would cut down and use. Very, very similar to Chantia. Okay with human beings, not like the wild druid goddess or anything like that. This is a goddess of the harvest, if I were to describe her in one sentence.
Can I take a look at our inventory? Actually, first, I'll offer a potion of healing.
Okay. Are you dumping it out in there?
I'll put it in the vial first.
The fuck? That's exactly what my character says. I grab grab your hand and be like, "What are you doing?"
Give me 1 second.
Are you
Alright.
going to set
In the
it?
vial first.
Okay, you set it down.
Nothing.
No. And traditionally, and you've all made offerings to gods and goddesses, is you're not you usually don't expect something to happen. It's usually something you just go, and
that's kinda what
hopefully
In
my
the
die
caves
rolls
of
are
chaos,
good.
anything could happen.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying.
That's why Duriel was just like,
Outside of character, I was just like, that's why I was asking, like, do gods play favorites?
They
and stuff like
do.
that?
I mean, but
I mean, because
offering-
I would say
Duriel's
my
trying
character
to
is more
become the
skeptical of
favorite
gods.
of Mystra.
It's not generally like they directly intervene. It's just
Yeah.
like you might get a little bit of favor, like a blessing or a boon, but that's about it.
so yeah, you set it in there, nothing happens.
I'm gonna dump it in there.
No, you don't.
Are you gonna resist? Perfectly fine to do it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a whether dex or strength.
Isn't there anything else that we could offer this thing, but then something that could potentially save us?
I'm not.
If
I'm
you
not
leave
paying-
this,
I'm
if
not
you leave
paying
this here,
attention.
I'm picking it up. That's all I'm saying, Durhill.
I'm not paying attention to him.
Are you gonna resist?
Yes.
Go ahead and give me a strength check. Opposed strength.
Initiative.
Oh yeah, I guess it'd be initiative. However, really, it would be a reaction to him. So I mean, he would still get a roll if he's standing right there next to you. So
22 for initiative.
Damn. 21.
okay. And what you could technically do since we're in initiative, you'd ready an action.
Sleight of hand to take it from you.
Okay, cool. That's cool.
What do you? I mean, yeah, he's just got to roll against me, right?
Well,
That'd be-
no,
that'd be
sleight of hand
weird
is
as
like
a
trying to
skill.
slip it out of unnoticed.
Yeah.
If you're just trying to take it from him, that I don't know. They'll probably boil it down to a strength check.
Yeah, opposed strength, which you guys both are not good at.
Nope.
16. What? Just strength
Just
modifier?
strength. Yeah.
Uh huh. And
I got a plus. Wait,
oh
that's
no,
not
that's
a
save. That's not a save.
I was gonna
Just a
fucking crack me
base
up.
modifier.
16, 17, 18.
You have a +2 strength?
Mhm.
With an 11?
No, I didn't change that. I don't have anything. Just 16.
Well, I rolled a 14
Minus.
with a -1.
Okay, yeah. So you wrestle. You kind of grab his hand real quick and just kind of pull it
"Ah,
out.
What are you doing?
You don't hurt him by any means or anything.
What are you doing?
Are you? We need this.
If I end up giving an offering, we may need what's inside.
Who says it opens?
It could. Who says
No,
it
but
doesn't?
a health potion. You're gonna throw away one of these? This could save our life.
Yes, I have 2 more.
I wish Toby was here.
No, you're the ones there. I don't
No,
know.
I say that out loud. I was just like, I wish Toby was here.
What's Toby gonna do?
Push you off a cliff. I'm kidding.
I don't know. Maybe agree with me that we shouldn't be wasting our health potions on a statue
Oh shit!
Of
Is
a-
that what you're?
of a rock with
wow.
a rock with some wheat. Well, because you want to appease some
Do
gods.
you have any better ideas to give an offering to this god?
I pour out some wine.
One for the homies.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I do. I take my little wine sack and just go, kind of like in the whatever that divot is that had water in it.
Take a sip and point up. So you do that.
I do that.
She's a fertility goddess. What do you think wine's gonna do?
You can think of a lot of things.
Listen.
Yeah, exactly.
Not that
yeah.
kind of fertility. Fertility of the land.
Yeah, fertility of the land, and the wine came from the land. It's a very normal thing for wine.
Who's the god expert here, you or me?
I don't know. I don't believe in the gods so much. I think this is all worthless, which is why I don't think that you should put a potion on it.
You have no idea how much they have actually helped us so far.
Well,
All right. So what do we do?
Give me back my healing potion. This is all in telepathy because he's he's making a very firm point that he does not need to stutter to make him sound less serious.
all right. I just throw it up in the air.
Damn it. Should I make a check to catch it?
Like, how do you throw it? Do you kind of
Just-
toss it toward him?
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Roll it up in the air.
I was thinking about it like, here you go. Maybe the
So
gods
you'd
will
rather
no.
waste it than.
I'm not. Well, yeah. I'm
Die
not
of chaos. If you
I just-
roll, if
I
I
just
roll
toss it to
100,
him.
there's a problem here. Okay. No, yeah,
You
you're
rolled a
easily there.
207.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
Huh. You got your potion
I
bag.
pour the potion inside the offering.
Okay, yeah, you pour the potion in the offering. The black liquid mixes with the wine.
While they're doing this,
Yep, going back to...
were we headed back the other way? Or were we waiting for
I'm
this?
still at the edge of the freaking cave, keeping an eye on these two
You
idiots
peek out the
there.
side, and we're just like,
Staring at each other intently.
And I'm looking out in the valley. Other than the giant
like, I
standing
think they're
around, do
arguing
I
again.
see anything?
No, from that vantage point, you actually wouldn't even see the other gnolls.
Yep.
Yeah, we're staring at each other intently as if we're arguing inside of our heads.
What the hell's taking them so long? Because I am not anywhere near that door.
so nothing's happening as we're
No,
our
not
philosophical
I'd
debate
pick
goes
up a
on.
rock off the thing and kind of chuck it at one of them.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and give me a dex. You got to roll.
See if you
Roll
get
the
that
hit.
far.
Critical. Oh.
6.
6.
I was gonna say if it's at me, I get dexterity.
We
saving
hear it.
throw.
Yeah, you might hear
Thorn
it
of,
hitting on the
or
ground or whatnot. and
Horde break.
looking
Kind of-
over, you'd see little halfling poking his head out, throwing a rock down the way.
I walk.
Am I within 120 feet?
Yeah, we'll say you're close.
What?
Hurry up! I don't want to be here any longer than we've already been. If it's not important, let's go.
All right, so you sneak back on in, and we'll say
I
that
did.
last roll was for there and back. It's not small.
I did.
I'm going to take one last look before I go.
Okay.
That's a 21.
21. Nothing really else.
I walk in and I said, he just dumped out a healing potion on a freaking statue of wheat.
What the hell?
And I just walk past
That's
you
like
on.
40
I just walk
gold.
past you guys at the front and just like walk my way on towards the secret entrance that we're gonna take.
Okay.
Like,
I
giving
come
it
back.
my potion. Shit, dumping it out.
All right, so are you coming along?
Yeah.
Okay, you come back along.
Do you say that?
Yeah, I said that shit.
Wisdom saving throw.
That's a 5.
I'm now invisible to you.
That's okay, because I don't want to
You're
give
all-
you anything. So
You're
I just
invisible
walk
to
away.
all of us right now. You just dumped out a healing potion.
Yeah.
Money's no thing to Durhill.
Yeah. So,
So yeah, you. I'm guessing going back to the bugbear.
Yeah.
You continue on to the bugbear. Nothing seems unchanged, other than there are footprints that are pretty obvious going through the massive amount of sticky ichor blood that has congealed throughout the day or whatever it's been, and yeah, you. Where are we going in the?
I'm swimming back to the
Going
cobalt.
back out the front entrance to take a look.
Okay, so you go out the back entrance or the entrance here, and now we are right over here.
And I'll go to the edge and take a look out. We're all doing that today. And a 9.
Okay, a 9. The
I got a
nothing.
15.
Nothing special there, and you're actually walking out and doing a perception.
I got, 13.
13. Oh, okay. Nothing. You see what's on the map, and that's of course over here. There is a. There are some knolls over here. Over here we have a giant that's kind of sitting on the boulders over there, and there he is, and yeah, there we are. Where are we planning on going?
Back down to the kobold cave to...
We're
Rest
gonna
up.
put up a little spyglass thing over here.
Oh, yeah.
Set it over here.
Yep.
Okay, excellent. You set one down, and you are now able to see out of that. There we go. All right, so were we heading down this direction?
Yep.
Okay, you sneak along the edge here, and now go ahead and give... now here's where we need sneak checks. Now, where is our intended route? Are we gonna like bolt down this direction and then out this way?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, excellent. You are able to. The giant doesn't seem to notice you, and you guys sneak down to the Cobalt Cave. All right, you are now in the Cobalt Cave, and the horses are still there.
Yay.
And the one dog.
And the
Oh,
one
yeah, my
dog.
dog.
What's up, dog?
So yeah, you grab your dog and you grab your horses, and I'm guessing bolting after that.
Yes.
I thought we were hanging
No,
out
I thought we
here.
were. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we were
Are
going
we
to
staying
stay
in
here.
the Cobalt
weren't we?
Cave?
Me and Toby thought.
I mean, the horses survived long enough, so they're obviously not
Yeah,
checking
yeah.
here.
They're not checking here. Our horses are fine. We can just do shifts and.
Yeah.
But it's smelly here.
Well,
It's probably smelly everywhere here. Imagine they probably shit in their caves.
we'll just have to be close to the door. Maybe we'll catch a breeze.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So how long are we spending?
Well, I'm useless in a fight, so unless someone wants to go scouting, I'm staying in here the whole day.
Yeah.
And the rest of the day.
Okay.
Same.
Just a whole long rest.
Unless someone wants to
A long
scout.
rest and just kind of. I'll sit by the door and kind of relax.
Okay. And just keep an eye out, just
Right.
not actually outside of the door.
Me as well, especially since I sleep half.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah, that's what we can do. Fucking just let him rest for 4 hours and you can take the rest of the day off.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Do you want to put a sensor by the door?
Actually, we can use one of the arrows and send the sensor out.
Yeah.
So there we are. And so through this sensor, and I'm guessing you don't see through it at all times. You actually have to clock into it.
I have to use
basically.
an action to do it, yes.
Okay.
So I'll check it periodically.
How often?
Obviously, not when I'm asleep.
Yeah.
So leading up until I fall asleep, I'll check it about once every minute because there's nothing else to really do.
Okay.
Uh,
And you eventually get a image.
but I have that sensor up there, and I have that sensor over there.
Okay.
At the mouth of our cave.
Yeah.
So because I can do as many as I want.
Mm-hmm.
That one I'll check every hour.
Mm-hmm.
That one I'll check every minute.
Okay. So what ends up happening is a group of 5 gnolls come down out of the gnoll cave, and we don't have to actually put them on maps, but they come down this direction. Come down over here. You can see that it looks like they're talking to the giant of some sort. They walk over this direction, and the giant follows them. Let's see if we can get the giant to move. That's not going to happen. Giant crosses the stream. They cross the bridge right there. They stop here for a moment, and then they just kind of stare out this direction. The giant approaches this direction for a little bit. And you can see kind of rustles, like grabs the trees and just kind of shakes them for a minute. And you can see that the the gnolls are actually barking at him. So then they continue on this direction. And then giant and the gnolls. The giant climbs up the sides, the gnolls go up this direction. And the gnolls go over here and in. Giant kind of sits on the ledge here.
By the way, what we could do is every 10 minutes, I could put a sensor out and you can shoot it somewhere. Then I'll have a fuck ton of sensors around here.
It's up to you.
But they'll also see
There- I think there's
arrows
some-
flying all over the
No,
place.
the limit at that time was because of a time limit.
And of course, you can only look at one per.
One per
yeah.
action, yeah.
All right, so here we go. He continues.
But it'd be like a fucking security camera.
At a certain time period, and I would say in about 20 to I'd say a good 30 minutes later, 45 minutes later, one of the gnolls kind of pops out here, begins looking around, walks this direction, and goes in here. About an hour later, all of the gnolls come out holding all of the... You remember in the bugbear chamber there was a bunch of goods. There was food. There was dried herbs even, leather goods and all sorts of stuff.
No leather goods we took.
Oh, okay, no leather goods. And they take them out, and then they walk them down here with the giant walking across, and of course the giant goes back to sitting here. The gnolls go up into their cave. One of the gnolls actually goes up into the master's cave. There we are.
I'm resting.
Okay. Later on throughout the day, near evening, another giant approaches and basically kind of goes over to the other giant and appears to talk to it.
Should have killed it yesterday.
What? Our magic beating sticks?
With your mind.
Could have easily drawn it into a small quarters fight.
There we are. All right. So are we sleeping through the night?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know any that's happening, so yeah.
Okay.
Well, he has to rest only for 4 hours. So, just pretty much one person sets up watch because we've been out here for fucking ever.
Mm-hmm.
And he will take watch throughout the rest of the night. So,
Okay.
we three will sleep during the night, yes.
Okay. Excellent. All right. So you sleep through the night, wake up the next morning,
And now we're level 5.
and now you're at level 5.
Yay!
All right, so you slept through the night, and of course, in the middle of the night, and somebody stayed up, I believe, right? Was that? Yeah. So, and were you watching that whole time? As much as you could. I mean, you're kind of across the way a little bit. This is kind of hard to see.
Yeah, I would have stayed towards the entrance of the
Okay.
cave while he was asleep so that he couldn't use his... While he wasn't able to use his scry? Scry? Is that right?
Sensors.
Sensors.
Yeah, well, it wasn't conscious there. So basically what you ended up seeing, because of course there's these patches of trees, and you might see the heads of them bob over the trees, but the trees are real tall. You saw another giant come over this way, and then one of the giants. It is dark, but of course there is moonlight, so you can see a very, very large person that far away. And then the... giant who was standing there goes back this direction, and he does that I would say probably about 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if you're going to get anybody up or anything.
No.
Okay. You wake up the next morning.
Curious, though. During the night,
Uh-huh.
was that red cloud giving off light?
No, actually it wasn't. It blocks light, so it's a little
It's
bit
not, so not
shadier.
like casting a red hue to everything.
No,
yeah.
no, it's not glowing or anything like that. But it is an oddly, if you saw it in modern day, it would definitely give you cancer. So
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah. Or at least you think it would.
Yeah. Everything gives us cancer. Come on.
Yeah.
People have been getting cancer forever.
Yeah.
There's cancer back in the day.
Cancer gives you cancer.
So yeah, giant number 2 is standing there. This one's slightly more portly and slightly shorter, but for a giant, that's not a big of a difference. What are our plans there?
We need to kill one of these giants. We can't keep letting more collect, or we need to circumvent them entirely. But that's gonna be pretty damn
Is our
hard.
plan still to go to the deep or whatever that... What was it?
Oh,
A
were we gonna
knoll?
try to get those resources? Or remember we had found a whole bunch of
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of shit. up there.
resources and whatnot that we took or were trying to take.
Well, the only thing we took was the leather goods, and we had the people that we escorted back carry that stuff for us. So, I mean, that stuff's already been...
Was it? Okay then.
Oh yeah, that was.
That's what I
that
get
time.
for missing a week.
But that was also... We left a lot of it up there, but I think we saw the gnolls carry a lot of that back over to their cave.
Yeah.
Okay. So we don't need to worry about that.
All right.
So, but are we gonna? What was the deep? That's what that knoll called it when we
Yeah.
were interrogating it and everything.
So and
that's where we think
let's
the
go back
whatever.
to that because I think that's an important thing to recap.
Did you call it
So-
Nephilim or something like that?
You were able to see through the gnoll's eyes how to get to the deep, basically. And so how I described it, and correct me if I'm wrong, is he went through that, and I could When I
Well-
throw the map down, I'll tell you which direction. You know, it's turns and twists and.
In a way, we used it to. We were asking him, how do we get to there? And he said, go through the deep. Like, that would be the.
Oh, you asked.
That would be like
okay.
the door. Like, we want to get the back way.
So basically, what you asked how can I get to the Master's cave?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I
is there a back door?
Is there a
really
back
what we were
door?
looking for,
And he
yeah.
said there was
Two.
He said
There was one other way to get in. It was through the deep.
He said there's actually 3. Is what he said.
Well,
He said there's 2. One through his pack and one
Yep.
through.
Yep. There we
the
go.
deep.
Okay.
One, and he wasn't very specific.
And
on
then the
that,
door.
but
Yeah.
He did show you how to get to the deep. And while I can't really describe it because it's a dungeon, so, but you know how to get there.
Where would the door be that we would go to?
Well, get here first and let me place the map down just so I don't have to go tell you an obscure.
Well, I'm kind of.
We were never given a back entrance.
Yeah.
We just know that
no.
there is a
I mean, that's
area behind the
like getting
master's
to the
area.
deep. I mean, we didn't ask how to get to the deep. We asked how
What?
to get in there
Yeah, we
without
did.
being seen.
Yeah, you asked how to get to the deep, but you don't know how to from where the deep is to get to there.
To go up there.
And I don't know if he didn't ask or
So
he
he
doesn't
didn't
know or what it was.
I
But
thought that's what we were asking. When we.
We were asking, but he never said any other way
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
through the master's cave. So
So let's go through the pack.
there may be some way back there, but we don't.
and then of course there is also, there is that door too.
So, we going through the pack then?
Or are we trying to take care of those giants?
To get through the pack, we have to get through the giant.
Let's go through some giants.
One giant.
A
There's,
giant.
there's 2 giants. Well, I guess 1 there, but 2 total.
All right. So what are we? Where are we standing? What are we doing? What are we talking?
I'm still in the null cave.
We are in
I
the
just
null
checked
cave
the
talking
sensor.
about what we're going to do.
Okay, cool. Are you like peeking outside or?
I checked sensors a couple times, but
Okay. Go ahead and give me a spot check.
me,
Yeah, if you're the only person looking.
natural 20.
Natural 20, I'll give it to you for there. You see, this is far, far away. So your sensor's here, and you're able to see most of the canyon. You don't really know what it is, but you see somebody coming from this direction. I'd say it's probably about 6:30 or so.
What size?
Humanoids walking through the woods. You're not able to see exactly what they have in their hands or what they're doing, but 4 humanoids just walking toward the caves.
As in, like,
I'll
human size.
notify everybody in telepathy.
Humanoid, yeah, humans. Definitely humans. I'm not saying. I mean,
You said humanoid, so I was like, well.
no, yeah, not gob. Yeah, they
Massive.
don't look like they look like humans. Yeah.
I notify everybody in telepathy that there's people coming towards the giant right now.
Should we shoot a closer sensor?
That might alert them.
Well,
What do they look
how
like?
about I go out and
I can't
get
see
a take a
from
look?
here.
If you give me time, if you basically say I wait
I
5-10
was
minutes.
asking during,
Well, yeah, he did. Yeah.
I could go out and take a closer look. 15. And I got new proficiency bonuses last time. Still 15. 22.
22, excellent. So you make your way up that direction.
Just kind of going bush to bush to see how close I can.
And this takes a good amount of time. Now, how are we getting across the river?
That'd be a good reason to see where the hell
Right,
I'm going.
Well, yeah, are we going? Well, and there's nothing really there. I mean,
Yeah.
there I believe is like a beaver dam type thing, which you can walk over. Of course, there's this tree here,
I'll go
and I believe this tree was destroyed. So,
across the tree.
okay, excellent.
the beaver dam.
Give me an agility check going across the tree.
The beaver dam kind of took us
Dex
all out
check.
last time.
Or yeah, basically. It's,
Fucking
well, it's a what do they call that?
Yeah.
Acrobatics is really what it is.
7.
With acrobatics,
Just acrobatic 5, 6, 7.
what'd you roll?
2.
Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah. So you all of a sudden just shake all of a sudden going across this thing, and so yeah, you basically hear there's a big splash in the water, and one of your legs goes in the water. You catch yourself on the log itself. So basically that interrupts your hide. You run to here. Now you got to do another sneak.
That's good. 8.
At this point, go ahead because he's taking period of time, catching himself here. Give me another spot check there.
15.
Currently, there's only one knoll up there.
20.
20?
Not natural.
You can see that they are definitely humans, 100%. And you actually got a 20?
Yeah.
Okay. He's just entering the map right now, and you might be able to see him, Keyleth. It's Livy with 3 other dudes that you don't know, or can't make out.
Livy's... Which one's he?
Is he bound?
No, he's walking.
No, which guy? Livy's the guy,
He's the leader of Kivik.
Kivik, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
A cleric of Ogma.
But I rolled a 15 on my next hide.
Okay. I guess I should probably roll against you. The other one I could... Natural 5. So no. Yeah, you make it all the way over to basically where you can see
Where I
him.
can spy.
You can at least see Livy. You're not hiding from Livy, I'm guessing.
No, I am.
Okay.
Because why the hell is he here?
He gets to spot you too. Natural 4. No. All right. So yeah, you see you're kind of in some bushes. You can see Livy kind of coming up on you there.
Yep. I'm spying.
And he doesn't seem to be
wait and
sneaking
watch
at
what
all.
the-
He's just kind of
Exactly.
walking around, and you can see he's looking at both sides of the canyon. And yeah.
What are these 4 humans doing over here?
Hmm?
You said they're over by the giant, right?
No. They're over.
just
They're
making-
coming onto the
the
map
caves.
right currently, and those are 4 humans. One being that's why I'm saying they're walking up this direction.
Okay.
And that one of those, of course, is Livy. The second perception check that I gave you was basically to see if you could see who he was at the edge of the map. So yeah, you see him there.
I'm just going to wait
Okay.
for him to walk in and watch what he does and stay hidden.
He continues on, and doesn't appear to see the giant right now. And there's 4 other human beings walking behind him. Livy goes around this side. I'll just point here where he goes.
I share my findings with the other 2. It's like, what's Livy doing here?
And he's coming this direction.
One of those is one of ours pieces, by the way.
Is he armed?
He
Maybe
does
kind
have-
of
I
reinforcement.
can't tell from the distance.
He does have his armaments on him, and he's definitely armored.
Are they sneaking in, or are they just walking in?
But they're walking in. They don't see the giant there.
Oh, no, I'm asking Durhale.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Shut up, DM.
I mean, you know where I am, right?
No. I probably would have lost you.
Probably have to...
So they're just
I got a
walking
15
in.
if you want to try and roll and see if you know where I'm at.
How do they not see the
Technically, I
giants?
already beat that then.
Oh my god.
Huh?
There's trees in the way. So far, I guess there has been trees in the way.
Yeah.
You should roll.
Durhale gets up and starts going to the
You should roll to see if you know where I'm at.
I know where you're at. If you said it was a 15, I got a 20, so...
Yeah. So he's gonna move its way over here. All of a sudden, he and you can hear him. I guess you're right next to him. He goes shh, shh, and then he runs back this direction and kind of motions his men to get in the bushes. They talk for a moment.
I'll show myself.
So we're gonna go from this bush to this bush,
Yeah.
and you're gonna scare the hell out of him.
Make some kind of noise.
All right. Yeah. No, he jumps like crazy, and he says, "There you are.
What in God's name are you doing here?
We're looking for you.
Why?
We thought you were dead.
No, we're just here doing our business. We had to stay a night.
We're also looking for the brewer."
Don't know who the brewer is.
Oh, you actually. This is the DM speaking. You escorted him. Well, part of the way to Aquatani.
Okay.
This is Lydia again. We found his cart. It was on the side of the road.
Well, we've been here for 2 nights and we haven't seen anything. And you're very foolish for coming here. This is a very dangerous place.
Well, I saw the map, the Caves of Chaos. I'm guessing you guys were here, but
Yeah.
so this is what's with the giant?
We don't know. We're actually just discussing on killing them. before we saw you walking in here.
Durhale, you notice that the giant begins to walk this direction. I'll just kind of point where he goes. And he kind of comes over here, goes into the river there.
We need to get across the river and into the cave that the rest of my party's in.
I can get out of here if you need me to. I just wanted to find you guys and just to let you know, Talbot's dead.
I can't remember who Talbot is either.
He's the captain of the keep on the Borderlands.
Oh.
No shit.
No, follow me. We're going back to the cave so you can tell the rest of them.
All right, now we have an issue here.
So now we're...
The giant is currently right here.
Mm-hmm.
And, as far as distance and all that stuff and sneaking this far away from the map, there's negatives to him seeing you. Right now, there is definitely not. And also, I've been rolling 4s and 5s. Yeah.
So we're going to wait here, see what the giant does, and then we're going to cut across the river. So we wait.
All right. So, yeah,
Are
I
you
guess
still coming out?
after about 30 minutes of sitting by the river,
I checked to see that you stopped him.
No.
he walks on down this direction. Goes over to that pile of bushes over there that's over by the, way over there by the waterfall there, across the river.
Way over
And
there.
he kind of shakes it a little bit again. He's done that a few times.
And now we move.
Okay. And in it, okay, now is when you're actually going? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
We'll cross here because
Get 2
We're
stealth
over here.
checks. And Livy and a bunch of, and I'm going to just make one blanket check for them. And here that is. Oh no.
that's the stealth.
Yeah, that's their stealth.
Wow. Wasn't expecting much. He's way across the thing though, so.
Yeah, yeah. So you guys begin to come this direction. Going across this, I'm guessing?
Yep. 16 for crossing.
All right. Now, actually, it's okay. Yeah, 16. And we're just going to do a blanket check for all of them. They cross, no problem. However, the giant, and the giant was the one that actually passed the spot test, begins bolting your direction. Everybody, roll initiative. Giant is 13. It's Keyleth's turn first.
I move. So if they're sprinting, they can only go 60.
Mm-hmm. But you don't know how quick a hill giant moves. Oh, them? Yeah, 60. There you go.
So I'm gonna go like I'm 90. So I'm gonna go like kind of 45 out this way
Uh-huh.
as they run straight. Like I'm gonna strafe out so that I can. So you get what I'm saying? Like I'm getting towards the giant, but just away from them.
How many squares do you move?
90 if I wanted to, but how far is it between us and there?
You said 45? Is what you can
Yeah.
move?
Yeah.
Okay, that's how far you can move.
So
I don't know how far that is.
So I
You wouldn't know
move
either, so.
45 back. Actually, so I got 45 more. Put me 45 down this way.
Excellent. All
Basically,
right.
I tell them to run straight to the cave, and I'm gonna cut the giant off if I have to.
The giant has a pretty good movement speed. Now, of course, he doesn't quite enter the map at this point. So, but he runs following the river, and he's running at you. Now, just to consider, as far as your question is whether he can get inside, he is a huge. Hill giants are huge. Meaning, I would say, if at all, they can get into the small cave barely. So,
Yeah.
and it would be more their arm more than anything. So yeah, there we go. Next person would be the guys in the cave. I'm guessing you're not doing anything.
I don't know what's happening, so yeah.
Okay.
Well,
You do see a Keyleth
You would
if
now.
you're-
Only if he tells me.
Yeah, and of
Yeah.
course that can be done out of turn.
Okay, I notify him then.
All right.
I grudgingly and unwillingly pick up my great sword and stand at the entrance of the cave.
Cool.
So I'm not going up there.
I told them to run straight, not follow me.
Oh, okay. Well, they can't run straight.
They can
alright.
go through that, can't they?
That'll half their
Their
movement.
legs are crossed.
Oh. Well, go that way then.
5, 10. $60, and they move accordingly. All right, there we go. It goes back to the top with Keyleth. Moving quick, moving quick. All right, there we go. Now it's going to go to basically all the guys in the cave. I'm guessing not doing anything.
Oh, we all went to the
I'm
entrance.
just waiting
I'm
at the
pretty sure.
entryway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where is giant? I can't see the giants. There we go.
All right, there we go. The Livy and the frightened men, just regular men, and just start running up. Going to the next person, going back to the top with Keyleth.
Is he actively perceiving me where I'm at? Like, can I hide?
I would say
Is he like running towards where that shit happened, or is he like? Running
he sees
towards
the
us?
direction you're running, so he's
Yeah.
going to run toward your area. So
Okay.
he might not see you right this moment. I mean, these trees are decently tall, but
Hiding.
well, yeah, that would be an. Oh, so you're actually going to go to this and hide.
Mm-hmm.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That gives you the chance. Now go ahead and roll. 5. I can't perceive you at the moment, so I'm not going to necessarily roll
12.
right now. Cool. All right. So remember that number, and then it's going to go to the giant's turn. Move my giant right on down the coastline there. Splashes. Kind of goes along this way, splashing in the water a little bit.
20, 40, 60, 80, 120.
There we go. All right. Then, of course, it's everybody in the cave doing the same, I'm guessing.
So yes, the win.
50, 55, 60, and that is Livy and the group running to the cave. They're almost at the cave. You see Livy running toward you. And then, of course, it goes back to the top with Keyleth.
I keep on fucking forgetting. So, what's the distance I can fire without taking negatives? Because you said
80.
only 80. Everything past 80 is a negative to a maximum of 300.
Definitely can't shoot through woods, though.
Yeah. I'm going
And
to
it's just disadvantage. There's no
attempt to hide better.
Okay.
That's a little better. 14.
All right. Move Giant. Giant is running up on you. Yeah, that's perfect. Oop. All right. Giant is coming toward you. Now, let's see. We're going to go to all the people in the cave, probably doing the same. And of course, it goes to Livy. Livy runs in the cave and goes, "We found you! There's a giant out there!" And he kind of runs deep in the cave. He's like, "What is this place?"
Fill you in later.
Okay, so I can see the giant now. Finally,
Yeah, you can definitely see the giant.
does he still look interested?
Yeah, very much. He's running your guys' direction. So,
Okay. I'm just gonna be like, he's still coming. I'm gonna stand there.
all right.
And with my weapon.
Then it goes to the top with Keyleth. Now, of course, you can ready an action in hiding if you want, right? Just to clarify that.
You can ready a hide action?
No,
You can
I would assume not, because you can't. You're technically in a position where you can be seen, so
I mean,
Who
you can
made
always
him?
hide where you're standing. The problem is they know exactly where you're hiding because you just
Well,
go. Yeah.
Well, exactly. Of course, yeah, that would definitely give him away. But I'm just saying. I'm just asking. So
I don't see
I'm
why
gonna
you
stay
couldn't.
put.
Just seems
okay, you're gonna
useless.
stay put.
It does seem useless.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna attempt to hide better.
Okay.
Much
No real
better.
rules for that, is there? As far as
What?
re-rolling
Yeah,
hide
can I?
checks?
You can't.
Okay.
Oh, you can.
I was gonna
Not at
say,
all.
I was
Oh, you
like saying
can.
it like, and then you're like,
I didn't
okay.
know. I didn't know. So yeah, let's.
The only time he can is if he goes and moves to a different square.
But yeah, I mean that's
But that would be. I mean,
Back.
it's kind of like what I'm saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little game breaky though. But let's go ahead and get that stick here, and we'll
6.
6 inches.
And he runs past me.
And he gets a perception check, and I rolled a natural 17.
14 was mine.
Or bad, I guess.
14 was my last one. Yeah.
Jeez, DM, roll worse.
That'd be only a -1, so it's 16. So yeah, the giant
It'd be a
spins.
22 if you let me have that last one.
He spins around and looks at Keyleth. That's basically his whole entire turn because he's been double moving. There we go. And I would say you know that you've been spotted. I don't know if you guys know, but
He turned around.
He
very
turned
yeah,
around.
he
quickly.
turned around pretty
Assuming.
hard, and you know he's there. So
Yeah.
there we go, and it's gonna go to
It's gonna be fun.
let's see, person with 9.
Said you
was-
wanted to fight a giant.
Yeah, better do it now while he's by himself.
Yep.
So there we are. Person with 9. That was Toby, I believe.
I had a 7.
Oh no, okay, that's Durhal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In telepathy to them, I think Keyleth's been spotted. And how far is he away from the cave entrance?
Oh, he's
100 feet?
let's see.
I thought it was faster than the giants.
They have 60 movement.
They have 60,
Yeah.
and they can
Do
do
they
that
really?
dash thing.
Yeah. Yeah, they can. Well, they can't dash. They can just.
Well, they dash.
Wait, a regular
That's
movement
just-
for them is 60.
yeah, they move
Okay.
120.
Yeah.
So 120. How much? How many squares? How many far is an inch in this?
Inches 4 squares, 20 feet.
Is 20 feet.
Oh, so there's
2,
5.
4, 6, 8, 10. I would give you 10. No, 100 feet. Exactly.
Damn, I could guess.
I move out 30 feet.
I'm going, what are you doing? What are you doing?
And I ready in action in case he comes towards my way. It's going to be a... Where is it? It's a new spell, so... Where the hell is it?
So now that you're outside, you can definitely see that the knoll over there
Distracting haze.
is okay. Then you can definitely see that the knoll is trying to see what's going on over there. There's currently one knoll at the entrance. Just to let you know.
If he gets within 60 feet of me, I'll cast my spell.
Okay, so that's a ready to action. Excellent.
Yes.
All right, then of course it's Toby.
Get back in the cave! And I'm staying there.
Then is that all you're doing?
Yeah, I mean, I'll ready an attack action. Do me any good.
Then it would be Tipperton.
I'll go ahead and step just outside the cave. And if ready in action to attack the giant if it moves towards Keyleth.
Okay. All right, excellent. So there we go. Then it would go to Livy. Nobody's in there with Livy. Oh, he looks over at you. He looks over at Toby, and he says, "What should I do?"
Stay back. Stay back so you don't get hit.
Okay.
I mean, if you
Yeah.
see it, shoot it, but don't run up on it.
All right. So there we go. Now it's going to go back to the top with Keyleth. Thing is brandishing a large log.
Blitz to there and take a shot.
All right.
Ten to hit.
Let's see if that actually hits. That misses, but barely. Your arrow whizzes by its meaty arm.
Attack bonus doesn't go up with level, does it?
5th level it did.
Oh, so
That's
just
a
goes up
plus
by
1.
one.
Yeah. Still missed, but
11.
closer. Now it's going to
Now
go
that you remind me.
to Giant's turn. Giant's stick there is going to charge you. I'm pretty sure I can make it. I just want to make sure that I can make it.
To him? To me?
Yeah.
Yeah. He can.
That'll set off
yeah.
his ready to action.
That'll set
Boom. Do your ready to
Does he
action.
get within 60 feet of me during that entire movement?
20, 40. Actually, he would cross that barrier.
Okay, so that will trigger our ready to action.
Uh-huh.
Which is what I was hoping for.
There we go.
I don't have one. That's going to be an intelligence saving throw.
All right.
It's going to be at 3 side points.
Natural 20.
Fuck, bitch. Well, he doesn't get the
Giants.
special effects, but he still gets damage.
Giants with it.
10, 16,
Not bad damage, though.
17. Halved. So it'll be 8 points of psychic damage. Because it's halved.
If somebody wants to get within 5 feet of it, that'd be awesome.
Get back in the cave.
I'm working on it. He wasn't supposed to see me.
All right. So, of course, that means it is Durhale's... Or, yeah, now it'd be Durhale's turn.
Well, I get my shots too.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
25 and 17.
25 and a 17. They both hit.
Eight damage
8.
and 5.
21 damage done to the giant so far. There we go. Now it is Durhale's turn.
I really don't want to get closer to this thing. I need to get within 60 feet of it. I need to know how much movement that takes.
You need
Because that was halfway through its movement that I got to 60.
You're there.
Yeah. You're
Oh,
back.
it's still within range?
No, you're
I would say you're
20
5
out.
foot.
You just need
yeah.
to move 20. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say you're 5 out. I mean,
I'll step 5 foot in
Yeah.
and make another intelligence saving throw.
maybe
at
10.
3 side
We'll
points.
say 10. But you're good. 3, that'd be 12.
No, that'll fail. You're now dazed. You are incapacitated until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Wait, when he moved. Oh yeah.
or
this
until
is-
he takes damage.
Wait a minute. So what did I missed something? Because those were attacks of opportunity. He never attacked me.
Oh, yeah. Okay. The giant does get an attack on you. It's not going to be...
Or not. Those weren't opportunity. Those were ready to actions.
That's true.
It was
That is
ready.
true.
And
But
so
we'll
he
still,
didn't-
we'll still
he
count
didn't
your
do
thing.
anything.
We're not going to mess around
Yeah.
with that. Because it went keyless.
He was supposed to do something. To me.
He was. I just charged up, and then we did all your attacks
Oh.
there, and then we just. But we have 1 miss, and we have 1 other miss. So there, we're back
Cool.
to good.
He is now incapacitated.
Okay.
In telepathy to everybody I can see, do not hit him. Get out of there. And I move back towards the entrance. With my
Excellent.
25 feet that I have
So
left.
then it would be Toby's turn.
Continue doing what I've been doing the whole time.
But I move 25 feet back towards the entrance.
Okay. Now, how is this described? Like, what is going on?
It's pretty much like a sleep effect is what it pretty much is. Because it's days. You choose one creature you can see within 60 feet of you. That creature must make an intelligence saving throw. On failed save, the target is incapacitated until the end of your next turn or until it takes any damage.
And incapacitated by the rules means that it's in. An incapacitated creature cannot take actions or reactions. However, does that mean that it can do movement?
Can't take actions of any kind. It's a movement.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So there we go.
It's a 1-turn sleep effect.
Okay.
That's pretty much what it is.
Everybody's running in. Basically, in 1 turn, I make it to there.
Okay. Excellent. There we go. Now we are going to... So nobody does anything, I'm guessing. Then it goes back to the top with Keyleth. That's his movement. And then its turn. It's incapacitated. And it just stands there in a stupor and just kind of stares for a while at the woods. semi-dropping its club, you know, kind of just barely holding its hand while it's kind of just laying in its hand upright. Now here is the die of chaos for the gnoll. Excellent. All right, the gnoll seems to is trying to see what's going on over there. If you're actually looking outside and able to see the gnoll.
Basically, he can't see us. He can just see the giant.
He just
running
sees the
everywhere.
giants doing something, basically, and is running around and doing something obnoxious. There we are. We would go to Durhale's turn.
I go 60 feet deeper into the cave.
Back of the line. All right.
Get away from the entrance.
Oh, we can take him out the door. Might as well do it while we can.
If he comes to the door, that's fine.
No, yeah, no, I'm not leaving the cave. Fuck that.
Now we're going to go to, so there's Durhale. Let's go to Toby and then Tipperton.
Well, I'm going to continue holding or readying my action to attack.
Okay. There we are. It cycles back around, I'm guessing. Livy and...
Well, I'm going to step into the cave. I'm not going to stay outside.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you were outside, so you step back in the cave.
You're
During
going your full movement.
Livy's turn, he looks over at Durhale and he says, So what are these caves?
As much time as allotted me, I will catch him up.
Okay. Not too much. You know? What do you say?
Give me telepathy. I'm giving him the rundown of pretty much the cave's chaos.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
like downloading the information.
Trying
to
to,
him.
yeah, basically explaining
He
it.
goes into a seizure.
Yeah.
You know when Neo learns kung fu in the Matrix?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know kung fu.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that quick, but there we are, and the giant is now just checks out of his stupor. Here is and the gnoll is going on his turn. Here's the gnoll's die of chaos. Seeing what happens. Again, a 9. Let's see. It doesn't know where.
I'm not hiding. I literally am just standing.
Just standing right. Okay. Well,
And
it
I'm
looks
behind you.
around.
Fair, I am not hiding.
And
I am behind you.
You can try to hide behind me, but I don't think it's gonna work.
I'm behind you. It says hiding.
Did everybody go up their proficiency bonus, by the way?
Yeah, I just. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I completely forgot at level 5 you do that.
It almost makes it to the door.
Almost like how.
It runs at the door. It's
Like
10 feet away.
I need to
technically
know
we
the
just kind of skip me.
entrance, how it's situated.
Oh yeah,
so-
I can grab that map real quick.
Technically we kind of skipped me. I was going to shoot once I got into the cave.
Okay.
All
I
right,
was
so
just
my
wondering
attack roll,
strategically then.
my attack roll going into the cave was 17.
Okay, going into the cave was okay, excellent. That hits. Do some damage.
7.
7 damage. All right, excellent. Take a total of 28 damage. There we are. Now we're gonna go to its turn technically, and we did that. Now it is Durhale's turn.
You can see
Intelligence saving throw.
Intelligent. All right.
See the corner of the giant.
12. Okay.
That would fail. 8 and 3, 11, 13 points of damage. I'll have something prepared next turn.
All right. So it takes 41 total damage. Excellent. Now we're gonna go to Toby and then Tipperton.
Okay, well, I mean, since.
It's not within your range, is it? Yeah.
Oh, I can move up to it. If it's that close, I can definitely move up to it.
Or just let it come to you and you... Or
Yeah,
no,
well, I won't be
you're-
raging if he hits me. That's gonna hurt like a son of a bitch.
Well, also, he doesn't have to move to get you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move out to him. So.
So that's reach. So I have
He's
my
got.
bonuses.
He has a 15-foot reach.
What?
So I have my bonuses
What?
with that kind of reach, or does
No.
he have to be right within
He
5
has
feet?
to be
Yeah.
within 5 feet.
Okay.
I have to be adjacent to him. Yeah. So I'll move up. So is he like 15 or is he only 5 feet?
He's actually 10 feet out, is what he is.
I guess he's huge. That's a misnomer on the model.
Yeah, on the large. So yeah. No, he's fine. That's fine right there.
No, just because he takes up the
Yeah.
I'll just move out right there and I'll attack him. I'm gonna rage, of course, and then attack. No. Just 17 points of damage.
Excellent.
Level 5 is a lot better.
There we are. Now it's Tipperton's turn.
Do I stay there? Yeah, I'll stay there.
Can I see the giant from where I'm at? Or do I need to step up?
I would say if you
He's huge. He's technically like all.
Yeah, actually, he is all the way over there. You would be able to see him partially.
I'll shoot at him then.
However, if you can see him, he can see you. So
That's fine. 18 on the first shot.
Excellent, that hits.
and 12 on the second shot.
12, excellent. That all. No, 12 does not hit actually. First one hits.
9 damage.
9 damage, excellent. It's Livy's turn. Livy's so far back in the cave with the men, and they're standing kind of in this adjacent room. He kind of peeks up this direction, and he kind of walks over here, looks over this way, kind of walks back, and that's his turn. Going back to the top with Keyleth.
I'm going to move in front of, or just behind there. Get in there so I can see to shoot with a...
Now you're entering threats, so...
He's already in threat, technically.
With a
What was that?
He's in threat already.
17,
okay.
17 to hit.
Oh wait. Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Tiverton.
Tiverton was in threat, not.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
There we are.
17 to hit, which it does.
Yep, no, it definitely hits.
Are you melee or what are you?
Yeah, I'm shooting.
You know you're at disadvantage. If you
Yep.
move up like that, you're at disadvantage because you're in melee.
So I can't see to shoot him from here?
No.
Alright.
Sorry, I don't mean to be.
17 and 13 natural. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
That hits.
Yeah, so I got a hit.
Mm-hmm.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 damage.
Okay. Then we're going to go to... and what was the total damage?
16.
Oh, wow, yeah, 6.
10,
Excellent. There we are. All right. So that would be its turn. Here is the die there. And here's going to be 2 attacks on you. And this is on Toby. So 17, that one definitely hit there.
Isn't there like an assist? Some kind of dodge thing that I can do for somebody else? Or am I thinking of something else? I remember reading something.
14.
Just 14?
Yeah, I rolled a 3 and a 1.
Oh, wow.
And a 10.
Okay, so half is 7.
There we are. Of course, that would mean that it's Durhale's turn.
I slightly chuckle because that was pathetic compared to what I was expecting.
Yeah. I only hit once.
Yeah.
Going to move with it where I can see him.
That would be outside.
Yeah, you'd be actually entering threat and zooming on over here if you want.
Intelligence saving throw.
Nope, fail.
Alright, so he's 12 plus 2. No, plus 3 now. 15.
15, excellent.
That's based off. No, 14, I'm sorry. One less.
9. That's a 9. Oh, there we go. 93. All right. So going to Toby and then Tipperton.
Oh, attack again.
Alright, that is a 24 to hit. Not bad. 7 and 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 damage.
12 damage. All right. So let's see where that puts it. All right. Hit it on the nose. How do you want to do this?
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
We're putting out decent damage anymore.
Yeah.
I guess so.
5th level now, dude.
You also tactically took it pretty well as
Yeah.
far as how you guys approached it.
I wasn't even keep track of the damage. I was like, damn, okay. Well, seeing the thing's like 4 to 5 times my height, I guess I just like cut its Achilles tendon and get an artery in its leg.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
It bleeds out and then goes and falls forward over into the bushes in front of really the cave itself. Of course, it stumbles around, walks over you a little bit, and then basically it's one of its legs is kind of straddling the cave right there.
So we have giant balls
I
in
look
our
around
face.
to make sure there's
No,
no more
it's
giants.
way above you. It's way up there, but
I look around to make sure there's no more giants around.
you do not see any other giants around you.
Okay, well, we can't hide this body, so
Pardon it.
we needed to move out of here. Or
You could probably
push
yank
off.
it down if you wanted to, but
Nah, I think it's kind of pointless. We'll
Yeah.
just be like, what is it doing?
yeah. So there we are.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
so
okay, guys. No need to send anybody over here.
So there we are. What are we
does he
doing?
have a pouch on him?
It does have like a little loincloth, and it does have a little bag on him. Like a little thing, kind of a little rucksack, or not a rucksack, like a little tied string bag.
Take a look at it.
Okay, yeah, you're kind of grab it down and cut it down and everything, and inside of it is basically is provisions, is what it ends up being. There's a salt lick in there. Common things you would imagine a giant might need, like kind of a piece of metal that he's filed into some sort of eating utensil.
Body parts. That kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, exactly. Mostly meat parts and kind of. So yeah, what? So we got that down. Where are we going?
Well, they're gonna notice this pretty quick, so we should probably. Now there was only one giant, or how many giants total have we seen
I've seen two.
See-
that have been here in this
Mhm.
place?
Yeah.
Okay. Did we see where the second one went?
So. Yeah, not while. Basically, one of the giants came up, took the other's place, and the other left.
Well, he just straight up left the entire place, or as
Yeah.
far as we could see.
Well, it's not here. Yeah.
Oh, well then, shoot. Let's push on if we can. Then,
Or take
Oh.
a short rest,
do we really need one?
just in case. I don't know. Do you?
I took 7 points of damage. I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Does
I
anyone?
think we're all good.
Okay.
I'd recommend that.
Livy looks up at the giant. He's like, I've never seen one of these up close. He says, and he.
Take a quick look, and then you and your folks need to head back
outta
because
here.
we're not done here.
Yeah.
He says, okay, well, let me heal your wounds before you go. And really, he expends enough healing to hit 7 points, is what he does.
Okay.
And that's
Thank
all
you
the damage
very
we've taken?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we still have to keep talking to
That's why I was also suggesting a short rest so I can catch
him.
him
Yeah,
up to
still
speed.
need to talk to him to figure out what happened with the captain of the keep and everything. So,
Yeah.
I mean, not necessarily a short rest to.
I was
heal
saying
up
at
Well,
least
anything.
I would
spend a
say that
couple
we
minutes.
move
Let's take a
from
hot
this
second.
location though and go over to the hidden entrance over here.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't have
I
any
take
problem
way-
with that.
my
far
dog
away
with
from
me.
This. Oh yeah, no.
I'm
I
taking my dog
recommend
with
the
me.
horses.
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything.
Okay.
'Cause,
And
yeah,
where are we heading? The.
Apparently across
The
the way.
secret-
hidden entrance where the
Goblins.
troll or
The
the
goblins.
ogre was.
Okay. Now, going across this way, you do see there is still that one knoll who is he's kind of looking over that direction. You guys it'd be hard for you all guys to take a sneak check to cross the canyon.
Especially with
no,
horses and dogs.
it's
Yeah, I don't think we should go there. Especially, I forgot about the horses and everything.
Yeah, where do you guys
If
have
anything,
your horses are in
um,
the
Yeah,
cave.
they're in
yeah.
if anything, I'm going to tell them to take my horses back with them when they leave.
as long as they all stay within 30 feet of me, we get a +10 to our move
Oh.
side
Pass
check.
without trace.
Did take
Good.
it.
Good. Good.
What? I get a.
So
we
useful.
all do
Everybody gets a
As long as
+10
they stay
To their
within 30
checks?
feet.
to their checks.
All checks?
No,
Or just
stealth.
just stealth? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So now I'm at a 12.
I'm also at a 12.
Yeah.
Livy says,
What's 16 plus 17?
32, 3.
I'm invisible.
he says, are you sure you haven't found the brewer up here though?
No,
What?
we escorted the brewer to
Aquatani.
Aquatani.
Aquatani said they never saw him. Yeah, his
Are the Utgart still outside Aquatani?
Oh no, they left a long time ago. They seem pacified for now. Aquatani seems to be humming right along, other than the fact that they're trying to rebuild. Thank you for watching Keep on the Borderlands. Once again, please like and subscribe to Opportunity Attacks so you never miss an episode.